Greetings, seekers of truth and self-reliance. Marcus Aurelius here, speaking to you. If you yearn to strengthen your inner peace and find steadfastness amidst life's turbulences, I kindly ask that you leave a like on this video. Your interaction helps bring this message to more people seeking Stoic wisdom. And if you wish to deepen your knowledge and hear more about this transformative philosophy, I invite you to follow this channel. Together, we will explore the paths of serenity and self-mastery. On life's unceasing stage, we are constantly evaluated, judged, and labeled by others. Our actions are scrutinized, our words interpreted, and our essence often reduced to mere superficial impressions. It's natural to long for recognition, seek external validation, and fear criticism. However, to place our self-esteem and our sense of worth in the opinions of others is to build a castle on shifting sands, destined to crumble with the slightest breeze of disapproval. Let us consider for a moment the volatile and inconstant nature of public opinion. It moves like the dunes under the wind, shaped by fleeting trends, ingrained prejudices, and incomplete information. Today we are praised. Tomorrow we may be the target of scorn, without our essence having significantly altered. To trust this mirage as a guide for our self-esteem is to hand over the reins of our happiness to forces we cannot control. Stoic philosophy teaches us to turn our gaze inward to the sanctuary of our own reason and conscience. It is there, in the inner forum, that the most impartial judge and the surest criterion for evaluating our actions and our character reside. The opinion that truly matters is the one we form of ourselves, based on the integrity of our principles, the consistency between our words and our actions, and the constant pursuit of virtue. Imagine a skilled craftsman, dedicated to the perfection of his work. He knows the value of his labor by the quality of the materials he uses, the precision of his movements, and the beauty of the final result. The opinion of an inattentive or ill-intentioned observer does not diminish the intrinsic worth of his creation. In the same way, our value as human beings is not determined by the applause or the boos of the world, but by our dedication to living according to our best nature. The relentless pursuit of external approval can lead us to stray from our path, to compromise our values, and to live an inauthentic life, shaped by the expectations of others. We become actors on someone else's stage, playing roles that do not belong to us, just to garner some fleeting applause. This empty pursuit distances us from true fulfillment and the inner peace that resides in self-acceptance. Stoic philosophy invites us to cultivate self-sufficiency, to find within ourselves the source of our strength and our joy. This does not mean isolation or indifference to the world, but rather a deep understanding that our happiness should not depend on external factors that are beyond our control. Our inner peace must be built on solid foundations of self-knowledge, self-mastery, and acceptance of our own nature. When we internalize our sense of worth, we become more resilient to criticism and the judgments of others. The words of others may even reach us, but they do not have the power to bring us down, because our self-esteem is not anchored in them. We know who we are, we know our principles, and we trust in our ability to act with integrity, regardless of the world's opinion. Envy, jealousy, and the pursuit of recognition are often fueled by comparison with others and the need for external validation. By focusing on our own journey of personal growth, on improving ourselves each day, and on living according to our values, we free ourselves from this trap of comparison and find a much more lasting source of satisfaction. Stoic philosophy reminds us of the brevity of life and the futility of seeking fleeting glory in the eyes of the world. What truly matters is the quality of our character, the integrity of our actions, and the legacy of virtue we leave for those around us. This is the true measure of our worth, a worth that resides within ourselves and that transcends the ephemeral opinions of the world. Cultivating a positive opinion of oneself is not synonymous with arrogance or self-deception. It means recognizing our qualities, accepting our imperfections, and having confidence in our ability to learn and grow. It means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a dear friend. The practice of daily self-reflection is essential to strengthen our self-opinion. By setting aside time to examine our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions, we can identify areas for improvement, celebrate our progress, and reaffirm our values. This constant internal dialogue helps us build a solid sense of identity, independent of external validation. Let us remember the words of Seneca: "There is no favorable wind for the sailor who does not know where to sail." If our internal compass is disoriented by the incessant pursuit of others' approval, we run the risk of getting lost in a sea of external expectations without ever finding our true north. True freedom lies in the ability to live according to our own conscience, to follow the dictates of our reason, and to act in accordance with our values, regardless of the world's opinion. This inner autonomy is the foundation of an authentic and meaningful life. The pursuit of a good reputation can be a motivation to act ethically and justly. However, we must be careful that this pursuit does not become an obsession that enslaves us to the opinion of others. True virtue lies in acting correctly because it is the right thing to do, and not to obtain the world's approval. Stoic philosophy teaches us to accept with serenity both praise and criticism. Neither should have the power to inflate or diminish our intrinsic sense of worth. The opinions of others are just that, opinions, limited and subjective perspectives that do not define who we really are. Focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and our choices, is the key to inner peace. The opinion of the world is, for the most part, beyond our control. Trying to mold it is a futile battle that only generates frustration and anxiety. The true measure of success does not lie in the applause of the public, but in our own assessment of having lived according to our principles and having given our best in all situations. This is the approval that truly matters. Cultivating a strong self-opinion makes us less vulnerable to manipulation and the negative influence of others. When we know who we are and trust our own judgment, we are less likely to be swayed by fads, social pressures, or unfounded opinions. Always remember, your opinion of yourself is the lighthouse that should guide your journey. Cultivate it carefully, nourish it with truth, and allow it to be your compass amidst life's storms. The world may have its opinions, but yours is the one that truly matters. May you find strength and freedom in self-confidence and the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. May your journey be guided by your own inner light and not by the shadow of others' opinions. Now, as we approach the end of this reflection, I ask you again with kindness. If this message has touched your heart and you believe in the transformative power of Stoic wisdom, please leave a like on this video. Your interaction is valuable so that more people may find this path of serenity. And if you wish to continue nourishing your mind with the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy and deepen your journey of self-knowledge, follow this channel. Here, we will explore together the truths that free us from the shackles of others' opinions and lead us to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Thank you for your company on this quest for wisdom. Until our next reflection.